You've got no home, no husband, no job, and no income.
And you wonder why I'm depressed?
So we have to tackle your problems one by one.
My problem is, I want my husband back.
But he doesn't seem to want you. Hardly surprising, given the circumstances.
Yes, thank you, Ed, never pointing that out.
So, you have to cut your losses. Pull yourself together, get on with your life.
What's the point? Without Eric, life's hardly worth living.
Oh, I will not stand for that self-indulgent, defeatist talk in my house.
It's in the early hours it's at its worst. The urge to end it all, to put a stop to all this misery.
Life is far too precious to throw away.
Sometimes it seems like the only way, and I'd know. I was so low when I tried it before. I needed courage to take that step, Edna. More courage than I'd ever needed before.
That is the coward's way out, and you know it. When life gets difficult, well, that's when we find our inner strength. It takes far more courage to stay put, face your problems and fight, than it does to leave them all behind.
Maybe. But I was one of the lucky ones. I got a second chance, so whatever happens between me and Eric, I won't make the same mistake again.
It says here that she might get bail, which means she could be back in the village until the trial. She just needs somewhere to stay.
Yeah, well, she's not staying here.
Oh, come on, Dad.
Use your brain, Debbie. And one of the witnesses in the trial, there is no way she's staying here.
Yeah, and you shouldn't be standing up in court against her in the first place.
Like I've got a choice.
Tell him, Grandad, they can't force him, can they?
No, they can't. All they'll do is, if I don't turn up, is lock me up.
Your dad's not wrong, love.
Yeah? And isn't it worth it if he saves Mum from years in prison?
It will take a miracle to keep your mum out of there. You best start getting used to it.
Hey!
Whatever's bothering you, you can talk to us.
No, thanks.
What is it, son? What's happened?
I might need to stay for a while. You all right with that?
Oh, there's always a bed here, love.
Thanks.
Didn't come home last night. His mobile's off. Don't want to know.
Any idea where he went?
Where do you think?
Ran back to his mummy?
God knows what she'll have to say about it. It's a mortal sin according to her, which makes me a mortal sinner, and I can't imagine Mother Teresa over there keeping that to herself.
What are you going to do?
Well, he's left me no choice, has he? Looks like I'm going to have to go over there and face the music.
Look, I don't care. If you don't go to school this afternoon, we'll just have the truant people on our backs.
I'm not going until you give me the money for my school trip.
No, I'm Brassic.
Well, everyone in the year's going.
Tough.
Where are you going?
Vindolanda.
Your dad can't run to foreign trips, love.
It's a Roman fort on Hadrian's Wall. It's 30 quid.
Yeah, well, it might as well be 300.
Well, I need to go as part of my coursework.
Well, the school should pay for it, shouldn't they, eh?
Oh, yeah.
My mum would never let me be left out.
Yeah? Well, your mum had money to burn, didn't she?
You are so tight. You never buy me anything. I'm practically a deprived child. And now, you're going to stand up in court and make sure she goes to prison for the rest of her life. Well, I wish it was you going to prison and not her. Move.
Spitting image of her mother, bless her.
To offer to house a suspected murderer will not do at all.
No, listen. She probably won't even get bail.
But it is still a promise made in a court of law. This is a respectable family business.
Please, I'm begging you.
Look, you got yourself into this situation. I'm afraid you will have to dig your own way out.
Oh.
Hi, Marla.
Oh, just come back for a quick sandwich.
May I present lunch? Grilled chicken and salad with the best low-calorie dressing the Houghton supermarket could provide.
Oh.
He's in the workshop. I'll tell him you're here.
Take it you two have fallen out then.
Is it that obvious? I thought he'd given you the gory details by now.
Like getting blood out of a stone. Not been playing away, has he?
No, nothing like that.
What do you want?
We need to talk.
Go to hell.
Hey, you can't sort this out by walking away.
Yeah, give the girl a chance, son.
Oh, should give her a chance, should I? When she took it on herself to abort our baby?
Oh, for God's sake.
Yeah, that's right. All the time we're treading on eggshells 'cause poor Siobhan's lost her baby. She'd lost it, all right. But 3 weeks ago in some private clinic in Leeds. Go on then, Dad. Still think I should give her a chance?
It's delicious.
Well, then we should make a habit of it. Sit down and have a proper meal at lunchtime.
This all looks very cosy.
Oh, I thought you were going to see Eric.
I did. He was out.
I've made Shelley a spot of lunch.
Anyone think of saving some for me? I suppose that's highly unlikely with Shelley at the trough. Well, I'll make myself a sandwich. That's if Shelley ain't eating us out of house and home.
On the contrary, we've had a nice, healthy, low-fat lunch.
Don't let her fool you, Dad. She'll be straight in fibs on the way back to work, buy 'em out of pork pies.
It's all right for you. You can eat what you like and you'd still be as thin as a lat. I only have to look at a profiterole and I've put half an inch on my thighs. I eat less in a week than you do in a day, so let's put pay to this ridiculous notion that I'm a greedy pig, shall we? And for the record, I loathe pork pies. Now, have you finished with your plate? Here's me.
It's nobody's business but ours, like your marriage is no one's business but yours.
To murder an unborn child is
I'm
the...
not debating the ethics with you, Francis.
I knew it! You never looked like a mother who'd lost a child. You looked like a woman with a life on her conscience.
But you'd never stop to think, why would you? Oh, no, because you've got a stock response to every question. You don't have to bother engaging your brain.
No matter how you try to dress this up with your excuses, I know the difference between right and wrong.
That's right. Everything's black and white to you, isn't it? Has it ever crossed your narrow little mind that some things aren't that well defined?
Oh, pathetic. Backed up against the wall and you're still trying to talk yourself out of it.
How could you sit there every day, lying to us all, making us think you were something you're not?
So the fact that I might have been pregnant would have made me a different person, would it?
You have no right to take a life! Only God has that right. You can twist this as much as you like, but you can't escape the fact that you've done something wrong.
That's what you keep saying. But this is between me and Paul. It's got nothing to do with you!
My son's child, our first grandchild, nothing to do with us. Is that how little you think of us, of what this family is about? I want nothing more to do with you. I want you out of this house right now. Do you hear me?
I didn't come here to talk to you. I came here to talk to my husband, and that is what I'm going to do. Then I'll leave you to play with your rosary. All right. Paul, speak to me. Give me something, anything. Speak to me, for heaven's sake!
I knew you hated pork pies. Ever since that incident at Trisha's christening.
I don't want to hear it, Steph. I don't want to listen to you anymore telling me how fat I am, how useless I am, how worse at everything than you I am.
I know.
I'm sorry I let it slip to Gloria that you've been inside, but it was a mistake and I can't keep apologising for it.
Have you finished yet?
And before you start, I'm due at the factory in 10 minutes.
Look, I pushed it a bit too far, Shell. I'm sorry. You're a good mate. Well, most of the time. Come on, let me buy you a drink.
Aren't you supposed to be getting back to work?
Well, there's no point in being the boss if you can't bend the rules now and again, is there? Come on.
Mind if I join you?
What do you want?
Well, just to chew the fat with my own flesh and blood. Nothing more, nothing less.
I don't want any grief about our Debbie.
Hey, she's your lass. Wouldn't dream of her.
I'm not made of money like a mum used to be. I can't run around buying frocks and shoes and ponies.
Expensive creatures are girls. I'm dreading the day our Belle gets fashion conscious. Huh? No, I'm not worried about Debbie. It's more like a mother.
Remember clever Trevor?
The physics teacher?
Yeah.
To the usual, please, Louise. Yeah, I do. You really had the hots for him.
Oh, he was perfect. Tall, dark, handsome, educated. No, it was the holiday in Paynton that finished that one off. I mean, 2 weeks in a naturist guest camp. Didn't know where to put my eyes.
Oh, why is it we always go for the dodgy men?
Well, because all the best ones have been bagged, or they bat for the other team.
Statistics are against us, you know. I mean, what are the chances at our age of meeting a attractive, sophisticated, solvent man with his own hair, his own teeth, a sense of humour and a glint in his eye?
Oh, about 3 million to 1 against, I'd say.
Exactly. Which is why, if you find him, you've got to grab him with both hands, haven't you?
Chance would be a fine thing.
Enjoyed 3 in a row from the trenches, but here's something a bit
Something
more
very
updated
satisfying
for
about
younger listeners.
mindless, repetitive activity.
Well, there's plenty more where that came from. Tricia loves this colour.
Bit vibrant, that, though, isn't it?
What my angel wants, my angel gets.
I thought you were sorting out the bedroom first. I mean, that's where you're going to be spending the next few weeks, isn't it?
I sincerely hope so.
Oh, I was talking to Emily about charity wanting to stay. She wouldn't believe it. I mean, the last thing you want when you've got 6 months of conjugals to catch up on is a cuckoo in the love nest, isn't it?
Actually,
You haven't. Well, then you didn't.
well, a solicitor, he taught me into it. What was I supposed to do? I can't scrap a chance of bail, can I?
Well, she doesn't stand any chance anyway. They don't let murderers roam the streets anymore.
Oh, well, that's all right then, innit?
You know what Zoe's going to do, don't you, if she finds out you've even been to see her?
You won't grass me up, will you?
No, but Zoe's my mate.
And Charity's family. I couldn't let her down, could I?
We better keep her fingers crossed then, haven't we? If she stays inside, or you'll be out on your ear, you nut.
I know you're upset. I'm upset too, despite what your mother thinks.
You should have told me. Before you went ahead and did it, you should have given me the choice.
This was my choice, Paul.
We've been through all this before. What's the point? It's not going to make any difference now, is it?
I'm sorry I've hurt you. I'm sorry I upset your mum and dad. I'm sorry I wasn't straight with you from the start.
Is that the truth, or are you lying again?
I've never meant anything so much.
You expect me to believe that?
You have to trust me.
Trust you? I'd have to be off my head. You looked me in the eye and for weeks you lied about something that meant the world to me. You'd have kept on lying if your mate hadn't dropped you in it. Every time you told me you loved me, were you lying then?
No.
The promises you made on our wedding day, were you lying then?
Best thing I ever did marrying you.
Oh, I'll never believe another word you say. Everything I thought we had, everything I thought I felt for you, it's all based on lies. There's nothing left. Nothing at all. Get off.
The judicial system is like an alien universe to a dingle.
I don't have any choice. If I don't turn up when Charity's on trial, they can send me down for it.
It's not right. We have our own ways of dealing with things, our own code. We keep it in the family.
Is that what Charity thought when she was trying to set me up?
Well, that's no reason to help them with their inquiries. To stand up in court and testify against your own blood relative.
You suggesting that I tell Porkies? It's against the law.
I rue the day she ever met that Chris Flaming Tate. He's been dead for weeks and he's still causing ructions in the family. Should have done the right thing in the first place. Buried him at the crossroad with a stake through his heart and a lead-lined coffin. That's how they used to sort his type out.
Gloria?
An orange juice, please, Louise, and a tonic water.
Haven't you forgotten something?
No?
Well, I've never known you order a drink without alcohol in it.
I have to keep my wits about me this afternoon. The last thing Eric needs is another alcohol-fueled emotional outburst. I have to make him listen to me. And I won't manage that if my breath's 100% proof, will I?
All I'm saying is don't get your hopes up too
Oh,
high.
this place is doing me head in. I can't handle staying here till the trial.
Your cousin's confirmed the address for your bail application. Rest assured, I'm doing my best for you, Mrs. Tate.
Look, it's Charity, right? How many more times? My name is Charity.
I'm sorry. It's just,
I can't sleep in this place. It's too flaming noisy. And the food's unbelievable. You know, my cousin gives better to his pigs. I can't even look at it without wanting to throw up.
If it was up to me...
Yeah. I'd be in my suite at Claridge's by now.
But it would be wrong of me to lead you to expect that the preliminary hearing will be successful. All that we can hope is that the judge is with us. And you do have something suitable to wear in court?
Plain black suit, no cleavage, no legs.
Excellent.
So, what are you doing tonight, then?
You don't want to know?
No, go on. I do remember the outside world.
It's my wife's birthday.
Doing anything nice?
Taking her out to dinner. The Blue Bear at Washington.
Me and Chris used to go there quite a bit. They do a beautiful lobster and chips with homemade mayonnaise.
That's the one.
You're right, I didn't want to know.
Good evening, Mrs. Tate. I'll see you in the morning.
Just go easy on the brandies, yeah? I want you compass medicine morning.
He said he won't send any more stock unless we pay him up front. So I thought, if you could sign the cheque this afternoon, I could get it in the post by tonight.
Well spotted. If the consignment's delayed, the girls won't have anything to do.
Right, thank you. I shall get this off to the post office now.
Everything else all right?
Yeah, running like clockwork, Eric. Not to worry about a thing.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Don't mention it. I'm very happy to help.
I'm very grateful for all your assistance during this difficult time.
There's no need to explain, Eric.
And as a token of my appreciation,
Oh, you shouldn't.
please take it. For all those extra responsibilities, at least.
Thank you.
I couldn't have managed without you.
Don't mention it.
I'd give anything not to be here like this. I still think I did the right thing for both of us.
Have you heard yourself? You're so arrogant. You won't admit for 1 minute you might have made a mistake.
Because I haven't. I am sure about this. Sure about the fact that we'll get through it. Sure about the fact that we've still got a lot going for us.
Like what?
Well, we can make plans, take time off, see a bit of the world.
You just don't get it, do you?
We've always talked about travelling.
We talked about having kids too.
We've got all our lives to have a family. And it can still happen when the time is right.
I don't know.
I love you. I hope you still love me. I'm not going to beg Paul. I've come here and I've said all there is to say. I'm going home now and I want you to come with me. Please, Paul.
I wasn't expecting you.
You look rough.
Yeah, well, I don't feel too good. I reckon I've picked up some kind of bug from in here. Not surprising, it's minging in this place.
I'm sick too. I think I must be suffering from premature senility.
What are you on about?
Only, I distinctly remember telling you under no circumstances were you to use my address for your bailiffing. And yet, weirdly enough, I've had your solicitor on this morning twisting my arm.
Thank you, Marlon. I knew you wouldn't let me down.
If this costs me my marriage, I'll be inside next time for murdering you.
Look, I promise, whatever happened between me and you...
Don't keep bringing that up.
No idea what you're going on about. Forgotten already. And I promise I will be as nice as pie to Tricia.
Tricia's the least of my worries. If Zoe gets so much of a sniff that I've had anything to do with you, we can kiss goodbye to Pear Tree Cottage. It's got a very big cellar. Maybe you can stay in there. You can come out at night, I suppose, but wearing a bag over your head.
It's all academic anyway. I don't stand a cat in hell's chance of getting out of this place. But Marlon, thanks. Thanks for standing up for me. I won't forget it.
Well,
Thank you.
this is an unexpected surprise.
Bit of a thank you for me lovely lunch.
Well, I thought it best to start as we mean to carry on.
We.
A healthy eating regime won't do me any harm, will it?
You saw Steph, she didn't like us eating together.
Yeah, but as soon as you asserted yourself, she backed off.
Yeah, you're right. Sticks and stones and all that. It's up to me not to let it get to me anymore. Cheers, Alan.
Look, you've done your best and it hasn't worked. I still think the wisest course of action would be for you to catch the next train to London.
And leave him in the clutches of Steph Stokes. That's one surefire way of losing him.
Well, you might lose your husband, but you keep your dignity.
I am not letting her steal my man. I am staying right here and I'll fight to the bitter end.
There is nothing more demeaning than a woman scorned who continues to run after a man. Especially if that man is obviously involved with another woman.
Oh, but I love him.
Well, if he loved you, then he'd be with you, wouldn't he?
He's upset. He's hurt and he's trying to hurt me, but I won't let him. I tell you, Edna, the day I give up will be the day he walks down the aisle with the wizened witch of the West. Until then, it's gloves off and my glass is empty. Fancy another?
What are you doing?
What does it flaming look like?